It is a pleasure and honors to address you today. Thank you for this opportunity to say a few words about state of world affairs and the state in the world development. I particularly look forward which is certain to be rich discussions following in my introductory remarks. Let me start by saying how impressed I am by SNAP commitment to advancing the agenda for poverty while consistently aiming to improve actions towards of our fellow Filipino suffering because of poverty. If we are to more effectively address the challenges focusing poverty and indeed facing development for opening to us and so graciously hosting here today. I also want to take this opportunity to express my appreciations and support for the head of the state world development for their efforts on advancing this agenda. It takes an effort of many of takes a difference. World development is a multidisciplinary month journals of the development studies. It seeks to explore ways of improving standards of living and the human conditions generally by examining potential solutions to improve problems such as poverty, unemployment, malnutrition, disease, lack of shelter, environmental degradation, international debt, gender discrimination, technological resources, trade and payments imbalances. Poverty is the most popular problems, challenges, struggles, and circumstances that we face our Filipino this month or year or in the few days. Because these kinds of problem is living, we can define poverty as the conditions where the basic needs of a family, food, shelter, clothing, and educationals are not fulfilled. It can lead to other problems like poor library and malnutritions. Poverty, the state of one takes usually socially acceptable amount of money and material possessions. Poverty is said to exist. Certain peoples to lack and means to satisfy their basic needs. It entails more than the lack of immune productions resources to ensure sustainable. Poverty is a powerfulness, lack of representations and freedom, encompasses living condition and inability to meet basic needs because food, clean drinking water, proper sanitations, educations, health care, and the social services are inaccessible. Poverty is associated with a host of health as including productivity, illness, undernutrition, lead poisoning, asthma, and clean problems. Those causes of poverty are lack of shelter, limited access to clean water resources, food is insecurity, physical disability, lack of access to health and more unemployment, absence of social services, and the gender discrimination. Solve poverty by inequality of representations for all building resilience, climate and otherwise change increase access educations, improve food security and access to clean water, end war and conflict, and embrace cash and microfinance. Before I close, I would like to say a few words about on poverty. That the income level from employment is so low that basic human needs can't be met. Poverty strict peoples and families might be without proper housing, clean water, healthy foods, and medical attention. Each nation may have housing clean and its own thresholds that determines many how its peoples are living in the poverty as lack without hope, better good, medical care, proper sanitations, and proper education. It is like an acid that destroys pride, honors, health, and futures for peoples have to live restless life looking at the dark futures of their children. Poverty breaks relationship. Almost half of the populations of the world lives in a rural regions and most in the states of poverty such as inequalities in human developments have been one of the primary reasons of un- unrest and in some parts of the world even of violence.